Sure. Well, our main focus is in the area of financial crime, and it's in three specific areas. One is what we call compliance, which covers things like market abuse, high-frequency trading, suitability of advice, best execution, conflicts of interest, all of that kind of thing. The second area is anti-money laundering, where we have a comprehensive solution across all the various areas. And the third is fraud, in things like employee fraud, cybercrime, remote banking fraud, all of that kind of thing. So those are the three main areas, all on one overall platform, so that you can share the intelligence of one solution in the discovery of issues in another, that kind of stuff. Sure. So there are a number of areas, mainly on the compliance side. I mean, people, yes, okay, there's always the issue of money laundering. You've got the fourth money laundering directive coming out. There's always fraud issues. But at the moment, we've got a huge amount of regulations coming down the pike, both here in Europe and in the UK particularly, but also across the world. And the main two areas that we're seeing that are things like market abuse and high-frequency trading, where there's been a lot of development of regulation there. But also in the other area, which I think is a bit neglected sometimes in these sorts of things, is the area of suitability of advice and appropriateness of investments. We have a solution for that, but it's an area that the FSA and now the FCA, of course, and a lot of other European regulators, the European Commission in the States and so on, have made it known they're particularly focusing on. We've seen huge fines in that area. But more than the fines, we've also seen compensation orders, which can run into tens of millions, and huge reputational risks. And we're dealing with an industry where, if a retail client is hearing that a particular firm is in trouble in that particular area, that can have a huge impact on that firm's franchise. So we're talking about a number of specific bullet points that regulators are saying the firms themselves are not focusing on properly. They've been very clear as to the improvements they need. Trend analysis and looking at a number of specific things, like, for example, rather than taking an overall risk, look at, or in addition to taking an overall risk, look at particular issues like, if you've got a 80-year-old man, don't sell him a bond that matures in 10 years. That kind of thing. There's a lot more examples. These issues are serious. They need to be addressed properly. And personally, I believe that actually that is the biggest risk, particularly from the buy side. That is probably the biggest risk that is faced in the industry today.